about the whole beef with Jim, and he goes into detail and so forth. So I guess Jim didn't like that. I remember this one time. I don't even, if Jim watches this, I don't know if he'll remember this or not, but I was at BET to do something, and I was in the green room, and Dipset was there. And me and Jewels were cool. We had done a few interviews. I would go to his studio and film out there. So me and him kind of relationship. I think Freaky Zeke was there, and we were cool. And some of the other Dipset dudes were there. And Jim Jones comes in, and he goes, shakes everyone's hand. He puts his hand out. When I put it up, he goes like this, and then walks out. That was the last time I saw Jim Jones.
Whoa.
That right there.
What year are you talking?
Oh my God.
Pre 2010?
Yeah, maybe 2009.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah. 2000. Yeah, it was close to the time I launched Vlad TV, 2008, 9, maybe 10. But like I said, I don't have beef with Jim Jones. I just remember the whole hand thing and a couple of the comments, right? So Jim is like talking to Ak, and he's kind of like aggressive about it, but in Ak's security is like right there. I remember one point, Jim, oh, is this your man? Goes, yeah, or something. So but Jim had a bunch of people with him also. So I was sort of standing kind of behind Ak, because it's like, if all hell broke loose, then I would try to help him. I'm not his security. I wasn't trying to be like right there on Jim, but I'm like, okay, if all hell breaks loose, I'm behind Ak, and I'll try to get someone off of him or something to the best of my ability, right? But they have the conversation, and then they walk away from each other, right? So I'm like, I don't want to have this kind of conversation with Jim right now. So I just fall back, right? But then at one point, he kind of like reaches over to me, because I think like someone's like, oh, that's Vlad, right?
So many of these things that matter to Jim are just completely irrelevant to Ak.
I think Ak would talk to the police. Why would he not? If the police asked him what happened, I think, he punched me. There's a million cameras probably capturing
I don't know that Ak is going to, go down to the precinct and do an interview about it. I feel like he doesn't really have a lot to gain from that. And I think he's very conscious of the image. And I think that in general, hip hop would clown him mercilessly. And I feel like he might not see himself having anything to gain from it.
Ak cooperated with the feds. He gave them
the video of 6ix9ine robbing those dudes.
The whole 6ix9ine rap-a-lot robbery thing that happened. Ak cooperated with the police.
But that's kind of like them coming to him asking for information that he could easily turn over, as opposed to him sort of, if you want to press charges against somebody for beating you up at a concert, you kind of got to go out of your way to do so. I'm not sure that Ak would necessarily see a reason
or police
to do
would
so.
go to him and say, do you want to press charges?
Yeah.
We're ready to take a statement.
I feel like Ak might not do it, but maybe it would.
I don't know. If he did it, do you think it'd make a difference? I don't think so. I think it'd almost make him bigger.
And that's the thing, is I think